Well, Coach, I'm sure you'd like to be 2-0, but you get a split. And what are the good things that came out of this first weekend?
Obviously the win on Thursday was a big plus for our confidence moving forward into Saturday. I think we came out in Saturday and didn't execute our game plan quite as well as we would have liked. Some of that had to do with the fact that Dominican put us under a lot of pressure and made the game difficult. But moving forward, even the best teams in the world have games when they don't play to their highest level. And it's unrealistic for us to think that we're going to play at our best every game. The question is, can we get results on days when we play a little bit off of our best game? And Saturday was an opportunity for us to do that. I mean, whether it was because of Dominican or whether it was because of choices we made, we didn't play as clean as we did on Thursday. And it was a great opportunity for us to try to fight through that, and we didn't do a great job of it, but it certainly shines a light on some things that we need to improve on if we're going to be successful during the conference play.
Last week, for the first time in a very long time, you guys opened at home the first 2 weeks at home before conference. So schedule making wise, it's pretty good. You guys have some pretty good opponents. You're at home. They kind of get started before you get to conference play.
Definitely. It's a nice change of pace. Maybe it's throwing everybody off. They're used to being on the road and having to deal with all the arduous travel, but it's a great opportunity for us to build on these things, to get these kind of games, to prepare for the season without having to endure 3 days, 4 days on the road for each weekend. And hopefully that as we move on in the season will benefit us and give us a little bit more fuel in the tank as we get to the second half of the season.
Still early in the week, you got Concordia coming in. Was it Friday? What do you know about them so far?
We played them last year. They're a very good team. They're very well coached. They're going to be very organized. They have a really great mentality. They fight, they chase, they press, and they are going to be a very difficult game for us to play. I mean, I would expect that it's going to be very close to the level that we can expect every week in our conference as well. It'll be another really good test for us.
We just talked about Hernandez and keeper, and what has he done to kind of get to get those starts?
It's a combination of skill, athleticism, talent, consistency in training, consistency in performance. They're all little different pieces of the puzzle that all go together to decide whether it's a goalkeeper or a forward or whoever it is in the field that starts from one player to the next. Each one of them brings their own talents and their own special abilities, and it's the job of the coach to try to figure out which one we think will perform to the best. And at this point, Brian is just ticking more of the boxes, I think, more than the other guys, particularly in the consistency department.
You guys scored 2 goals in the win. What can we expect from your offense? I know I butchered his name last week, but is he going to be your leader when it comes to offense? Do the other guys feel like they can be pretty successful when finding the back of the net?
It's difficult to say. I mean, as we move forward in the season now, the people that we're going to play against every week are going to have a chance for us to see us play. And they're going to adjust how they defend based on the areas of our game that they feel are going to be most dangerous. And so some games are going to play into the hands of Isaiah and give us an opportunity where Isaiah can step out and be the dominant force for us. Other games, it may be Gus or Ethan or Marco. It just depends on what the opponent does and what we do as a reaction to try to take advantage of how they're defending. The good thing for us is that we have several very talented attacking players that all have different approaches to the game, different skills, different athletic abilities. So it gives us an opportunity to adjust and change depending on what the opponent does, and hopefully still be successful in scoring goals and creating chances. Saturday's a good example. They played much different defensively against us than Holy Names did on Thursday. And we created plenty of chances. We had opportunities to win the game. We just unfortunately didn't take the chances, which makes our game difficult. If you don't kick the ball in the net after you create the chance, it's not often that you end up winning those types of games. And a lot of what happened on Saturday for us was that. I mean, we didn't play to the level we wanted to, but we did create some really good scoring opportunities, but unfortunately we didn't find the back of the net with them.
All right, Coach.
Exactly what I was just going to kind of go off of. So it seems you guys totaled about 21 shots on goal. What was the issue then in finding the completing in the box or finishing there? What are you working on this week to make sure that doesn't happen again?
Well, it's the nuance of our game, difficulty of our game. It's not like a free throw or a jump shot or something. It's one of those things where it's a combination of confidence and timing, ability, a lot of different things that go into it. And some days it works, and some days it doesn't. And on days that it doesn't, it doesn't matter if we create 21 chances or 10. The ball doesn't go in the net. We don't score the goals. We don't win the game. So especially when we make a few mistakes in the other end of the field, and the other team, takes advantage of their opportunities. So it's the difficult thing in our sport that even the team that may dominate statistically doesn't necessarily win the game all the time. So it's one of the frustrating things, but also one of the great things about our sport.
Absolutely.
All right.
Coach. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Sarah.